Every time you walk in, your dog drops into that odd stretch, front legs out, tail high. Why do they do that? Why scratch their ears right after a walk, or stop in the middle of the street and refuse to move? You've seen these 1,000 times, but here's what most people miss. They're not random quirks. They're secret messages, quiet ways your dog says something deeper than words. Stay with me. In this video, I'll decode 15 everyday behaviors and show what your dog has been trying to tell you. Why your dog sits down and refuses to walk. You've seen it. The leash tightens, and your dog just stops. Not a pull, not a protest, just stillness. Most people think it's stubbornness or that they're being dramatic, but what if that pause is their way of saying something's wrong? Sometimes it's the heat, a sore paw, or fear of a sound you didn't even notice. Other times it's deeper, a check-in moment where your dog looks up as if to ask, "Are you still with me?" That silent pause isn't defiance, it's trust. Their body is whispering, "I need your lead." And when they rise again, tail low but eyes soft, you'll see that small hesitation was their way of believing in you. But if stopping shows trust, the next behavior reveals something even more tender. The way dogs show love without a single word. Why dogs lick your face or hands. You sit down, and before you know it, a warm tongue brushes your hand. Some call it gross, others think it's simple affection. But what if licking is your dog's way of reading your heart? When they taste your skin, they sense the salt of your mood, the scent of your stress. To them, it's not dirt. It's data. It's love translated through touch. Every gentle lick says, "I know you. I'm with you." It's their way of soothing both of you, like a heartbeat echoing through fur and skin. And if licking is how they comfort you, wait until you see how they comfort themselves, in the quietest moment of the night. Why dogs curl up to sleep like a little ball. You've seen it 1,000 times. Your dog circles twice, then folds into a perfect little ball. It looks peaceful, almost poetic. But why this shape, night after night? Most people think it's just comfort. It's more than that. It's a memory written in their bones, the instinct to guard their heart, to shield what's fragile while they rest. Curled tight, they keep warmth in and the world out. That soft breathing isn't just sleep, it's surrender. Every curl says, "Here, I am safe." Watch them long enough and you'll see. Behind that quiet pose is a story of survival turning into trust. But what happens when that trust is shaken? When silence turns into a cry? 4. Why dogs whine when you ignore them. You look away for a moment, and there it is, that soft, aching whine. It's not noise, it's longing turned into sound. Many think it's attention-seeking, but it's really confusion wrapped in emotion. To a dog, your gaze is a bridge. When it breaks, the world tilts. Their whimper is a tiny echo of separation, a plea that whispers, "Come back to me." When they cry, they're not being needy. They're holding on to the thread that connects them to you. And when you turn, meet their eyes, the silence that follows isn't emptiness. It's peace. But if whining is their voice of worry, what about the moments they scratch? Could that be their body's way of asking for help? 5. Why dogs scratch their ears with their back legs. You've seen that funny dance, a back leg twitching fast, scratching an ear like it's trying to send a message in Morse code. Most people laugh it off, thinking it's just an itch. But sometimes that rhythm hides a quiet discomfort, a drop of moisture, a grain of dust, or something deeper. The body's way of saying, something doesn't feel right. Their nails become words, their movement a confession. When the scratching repeats, it's not habit, it's hope. Hope you'll notice. Every shake of the head is a tiny SOS, a whisper through fur. And if scratching is how they cry for help, what does it mean when they suddenly refuse the food they once loved? 6. Why dogs suddenly refuse their usual food. You fill the bowl like every day, but tonight they just stare. The same food, the same smell, yet something's changed. Many owners think it's fussiness, a spoiled appetite. But sometimes that pause is a feeling they can't explain. Stress leaves a scent, tension travels through your hands, and your dog tastes it. Food, to them, isn't just fuel. It's emotion served in a bowl. When the world feels off, so does their hunger. Their silence at mealtime is a mirror of your mood. Watch closely. Their appetite follows your heartbeat. And if food can reflect their feelings, what can their nose reveal when they meet another dog face to face? 7. Why dogs sniff each other's rear ends. You've seen it happen. Two dogs meet, noses go straight to places we'd rather ignore. It looks awkward, maybe rude, but to them it's pure truth. Most people blush. Dogs begin a conversation. In that brief moment, they read each other's story, age, mood, even memories, written in scent instead of words. Their world is made of invisible ink, and every inhale is a paragraph. What feels strange to us is how they build trust, how they say, "I see who you are." It's their handshake, their honesty. And if smelling is how they recognize others, what happens when that nose finds you after time apart? 8. Why dogs go wild. When you come home, you open the door and it's chaos. Paws jumping, tails spinning like a flag in a storm. It feels like overreaction, but to your dog, it's reunion, survival, relief. Every second you were gone stretched like an hour. When you return, their heartbeat races to sync with yours again. Science calls it oxytocin. Your dog calls it love coming home. That explosion of joy isn't habit, it's healing. They celebrate the simple fact that the pack is whole again. Let them jump, let them dance. It's their way of saying, you came back. But when joy fades to guilt and eyes turn away, what are they really feeling then? 9. Why dogs look guilty after doing something wrong. You walk in, the trash is everywhere, and there they are, head low, eyes glancing up like a child caught mid-secret. We call it guilt, but dogs don't know that word. What they feel is your tension before you even speak. They read the storm in your posture, the thunder in your voice, and they shrink to calm the weather. That look isn't confession. It's peacekeeping. They're saying, I sense your anger, let me soothe it. Their silence is their apology in a language older than words. But if that face shows fear of conflict, what does their bark reveal when a stranger walks in? 10. Why dogs bark at strangers. The doorbell rings, and before you even move, your dog is already there, body tense, voice sharp, eyes fixed on the unknown. Many think it's just noise or bad manners, but barking is their alarm system. Their instinct shouting, I'm watching, I'm ready. They read what you can't, the tremor in a stranger's tone, the scent of adrenaline. To them, your home is sacred ground, and their voice is the wall that protects it. Every bark carries a heartbeat of loyalty. They're not warning you of danger. They're promising to face it first. But when that bark softens into a wagging tail, what truth hides behind that moving signal? 11. Why dogs wag their tails, and when it's not happiness. You see that tail move and smile, certain it means joy. But a wag is a sentence, not a single word. Fast, loose arcs sing of comfort. Tight, stiff flicks whisper of nerves. The tail is their second voice, one you must learn to hear. It speaks in rhythm to the heart, up for confidence, low for fear, still for doubt. When they wag hard but their body freezes, it's not happiness, it's hesitation. They're saying, I want to trust, but I'm not sure yet. A moving tail can lie. But what if instead of wagging, a strange dog simply walks straight to you? Why you? 12. Why strange dogs approach certain people. You're standing still, doing nothing special, and suddenly a dog you've never met walks straight to you. Not to the others, just you. It feels random, but it never is. Dogs read what's invisible, your scent, your energy, the rhythm of your breathing. Maybe they sense calm, or the faint echo of another dog you once loved. They pick up the kindness in your heartbeat long before you speak. Their nose finds stories hidden beneath soap and skin. To them, you're not a stranger, you're safe ground. But once that trust is built, their calm can flip to chaos in seconds. Like when they burst into wild, joyful spins out of nowhere. 3. What are dog zoomies, and why they matter? Out of nowhere, your calm dog explodes, racing in circles. Eyes bright, paws pounding like thunder on the floor. You laugh, but inside that chaos is release. Those wild spins are bottled emotions breaking free, joy, stress, or just too much life inside one small body. It's how they shake off the weight of waiting, how they say, I'm alive, I'm free. That rush isn't madness. It's medicine. Every Zoomy resets their heart, rewrites their day. And when the storm ends, they lie down quietly, breathing slow, watching you. But why do they keep their eyes on you even when nothing's happening at all? 14. Why your dog always watches you. You turn your head, and there they are again. Quiet eyes following every move you make. They don't bark, don't beg, just watch. It's not obsession. It's connection. In the wild, a pack survives by reading the leader's breath, every twitch, every pause. At home, you are that center of gravity. Your dog studies your steps to keep the world steady. Their gaze asks, are we okay? That silent stare is devotion shaped like stillness, love disguised as guard duty. To them, your presence is the map, the meaning, the moon. And when you finally meet that gaze, you'll know it's the same look they give right before they bow and stretch to greet you. Farine, why dogs stretch when they see you? You walk through the door, and there it is. Front legs out, chest low, tail high, that slow, familiar stretch. It looks like a morning yawn, but it's really a bow of affection. In that single motion, your dog says, I'm glad you're here. It's their way of lowering their guard, of showing peace before play. Muscles loosen, eyes soften. The body writes what the heart feels. That stretch is a handshake, a hug, and a hello all in one. Every bow bridges distance, melts time apart. Because in their world, love doesn't need words. Just a stretch that says, you came back, and my world is right again. Now you see it. Every pause, every lick, every wag was never random. It was language, a quiet, living conversation between hearts that never needed words. Your dog has been speaking to you all along, through movement, silence, and the small rituals of love you used to overlook. They've trusted you with their world, their warmth, their watchful eyes. And maybe tonight, when they curl beside you or stretch at your feet, you'll understand that's their way of saying thank you for listening at last. If you want to keep learning how dogs speak, feel, and love, stay with me here. Subscribe, and let's keep decoding the hearts that beat beside us.